Hi, I'm Hellie. I'm one of the regional consultants, and I wanted to just share a little verse and a testimony from my life with you today. There's the New Living Translation version of Proverbs 24 verse 7 says, "Do your planning, prepare your fields before building your house." And another proverb talks about how wisdom is the thing that builds a house and understanding establishes it. And we have literally been waiting and waiting and waiting to move geographically and physically in terms of our space into a new home. We'd put an offer in on a house. Well, it feels like years ago, but it wasn't actually that long. And weren't sure whether we'd get it, and just some incredible provision from God, and his family have helped us to get that house. But the timing and keeping patient and prayerful in the waiting has been a real interesting example, really, of putting that into practice, putting love is patient into practice, and knowing that that's the first thing on the list, isn't it? And we've really had to learn as a family. I've inherited 4 children, how to share a small space while we're waiting. We've had to work out how to lay down things that we would treasure and want to have close to us because there wasn't a space to store it. And we've really seen the provision and blessing of God in every single move. And this week we have started to shape our new home. We're finally in, and we're starting to peel paper back and expose problems that had been covered up for a long time and see how we can start to get those fixed. And this whole thing has just felt like an incredible metaphor for life. Waiting, preparing carefully, not rushing into things, that there's a purpose behind sometimes this waiting, and having patience. And so I just wanted to really celebrate how Jesus has held us and kept us as a family in his hands and provided for us in all sorts of ways. And we've really feel so blessed to be in this home now. And so I just encourage you today, if there's something you're waiting for, maybe there's some preparation that God's going to do in you, like he's been doing in us, in our characters, in our physical decluttering, and our learning to share and working out how to regroup before we start to build a home together and our lives together in this new space. So I'm praying today that this is an encouragement to you of God's provision and God's perfect timing, that we can't rush these things. He makes everything beautiful in its time, and we feel like we're so grateful that in a way that it's taken this long, because it's just all fallen into place just at the right time. And even as we're coming out of the COVID lockdown regulations and homes are opening up, we're able to open up our home physically as well, which we wouldn't have been able to do before. And so that encouragement from scripture that God takes us to a spacious place and rescues us because he delights in us, I'm praying has become a truth for us, and I pray is one for you as well.